Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show my makeup palettes. Let's begin. So the first one that I have is the Meet Matte Nude palette. This one is pretty good, pretty pigmented. I really like it. This is by The Balm. This next Z palette, it's actually bronzers, Give Me Sun and Sun Power. This MAC palette here, sorry for the lighting glare. This is a Depotted Morphe 350 palette. There are some that, these are basically the ones that I really like in that palette. This next one is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. It's actually on sale on Sephora. So if you want to get it, I think you should get it. It's really nice, but it's not as pigmented as I think that it would have been. This next one is my favorite palette. This is my Travel Z palette. And of course, it is hard to open with one hand. Hold on. Sorry about that. So these are all my, well, majority of them is my MAC eyeshadows. The one in the middle, which is the silver one, is actually an Urban Decay eyeshadow from the Electric palette. And the big one on the right is an H&M eyeshadow. It's really, really nice. I think you guys should give H&M eyeshadows a little bit of credit because it does have some pigmentation in it. This is my travel one. Then I have the famous Vice 3. And yeah, it's quite been a little loved. Not as much as my MAC one that's all dented and all these stuff. This right here is my baby. It's my first eyeshadow palette, which is the Naked 3. That was my very first one. Naked 1 is on the top, Naked 2 in the middle, Naked 3. I also have some Depotted Lorac Pro palette, the first one, and on the further right is the Naked on the Run, the ones that I really like. Underneath is some of the Electric palette that I also depotted. I figure if I depotted, it saves some room. These next Z palette is actually some random stuff in it. I really don't use it that much, so I'm not gonna go through it. Right here is another great one, the Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette. Very good. I actually got this from my niece and nephew for Mother's Day. It was very nice. My favorite palette, Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. The eye one, of course. This is so beautiful. I recommend if you love neutrals and matte, that is definitely the palette to go. Too Faced Chocolate Bar, another favorite, and this smells so great. Last two big palettes that I have here. This is the Morphe Brushes 3.5N palette. It's all matte. It's very good. I actually used the top row, and this summer I tend to like to use a lot of purples. Usually it's orange, but now it's purples. This one is another favorite. It is the 3.5F, and this one is really good. Let's move that over. So I have two Wet n Wild palettes, Petal Pusher and Comfort Zones. Wet n Wild eyeshadows for drugstores are so pigmented. I would definitely recommend if you're into drugstore eyeshadows. Milani, this one, I tried it about once or twice and it's pretty good. This next palette that I have is the Nal.torious palette. This is the first one. I believe they came out with another one by Makeup by Shayla. I haven't tried it as yet, but this one it's okay. For my complexion, I'm not too fond of it. Again, I am sorry about the glare. And the Tarte Showstopper. This one I used to use a lot. It doesn't look like it was used a lot, but it was. Caramel Toffee Contouring Palette by Wet n Wild. This is very good for another, if you're my complexion, NC43, NC44, then that is the way to go. In here, I have the Kat Von D. What is this? In the shade Rust. This is also very good. It's very pigmented, but it's very bulky. I have, actually this is a recent purchase, the Naked Truth. I believe this is a new one in the collection. I haven't yet tried it out, so I'm not too sure how it is. These other four, I'm just gonna... The next four that I have is Walking on Eggshell. This one is so great. Pigmentation as well, beautiful. Sweetest Candy. I'm Getting Sunburn. This one is very unique. And definitely a must. Silent Treatment. Then I have a Makeup Forever that I really should use often, but it's so creamy, and I think Makeup Forever eyeshadows are very well pigmented. Becca Jaclyn Hill. This one is actually, sorry again about the glare, it's actually discontinued. It was actually a recall because of the pigmentation. It didn't blend properly, and I didn't have really that much of a problem with it, except it turns one color in the end. So it's definitely that one purple color. And this is just a MAC pigment sample in tan. Becca Quads. These are so perfect. I actually purchased this on Outlook. Sorry again. I purchased this on Outlook. I ordered 3 more again on Outlook, and I'm still waiting to receive it. And then these are some random ColourPop eyeshadows, Milani eyeshadows, Milani Bella eyeshadows. These are so great. It's just I hate that it's in singles because I barely get to use it. Okay, and that's it with my eyeshadow collections. Thank you for stopping by.